come to realize that all of life is formational. I don't know if it's time as a parent or moving in the ministry spaces that I've moved in over the years, but I've realized that literally everything is formational. I'm always being formed. I think about the times where I'm rushing through life and being formed by experiences that maybe I was never meant to have, and missing out on formational experiences I was meant to have. If I'm hurrying from place to place, from moment to moment, letting my stress levels peak and spike, if I'm cramming my life so full of all these other things that are vying for my attention, I feel like there's very little hope that I'm going to be formed primarily by the love of God. But what if I could slow down? What if I could stay still? What if I could stay still enough to hear the still small voice like Elijah did, like Jesus demonstrated routinely? What if that was my primary experience of formation? Sitting still in the fire of God's love, taking on the attributes of that fire, like a piece of iron being shaped, beginning to glow in the heat of God's love. What if I was willing to shut other voices out and hear His first and foremost? What if I was slowing down enough that I could experience life through a lens of God's love? I'm coming to realize that I'm going to have to be willing to cut some things out, some maybe good things out, in order to have the best thing. The experience of who God is. Through Sabbath rest, through silence and solitude, through stillness. All of these things that God has woven into what we mean when we say Christianity, all these things that He's woven into the abundant life, these are things that are gifts to me so that I could experience His love more fully and be formed by it, rather than by all these other things, rather than by these things that don't have my best in mind. But the God of the universe, the one that formed me out of the dust, He does have my best in mind and has these dreams for our relationship, for what it will look like for His people to sit still in His love for a bit, to rest in His love. That's why we're taking on this study, this all-church study. It's written by a man named John Mark Comer, who recognized in his own life that hurry was undermining his experience of God's love. And we hope that this book will turn us back towards the fire of God's love to experience it as we were always meant to. Just like Adam and Eve walking in the garden in the cool of the evening. I hope you'll join us over the next 40 days when we sit still long enough to hear the still small voice.